the moon applies to the trine to Jupiter. It happened at 3:36 Washington, D.C. time. So I want to know what this, because what could the message be, right? Like, okay, yeah, all these connections happened, but if I don't know what the message is, if we don't know what the message is, then it means nothing. And so, so what does Jupiter represent? I searched for eclipses at that degree, and lo and behold, there was an eclipse, a total lunar eclipse on January 31st, 2018 at 11 Leo. And for that eclipse, ascendant is 6 Pisces. And so Jupiter rules the ascendant for that eclipse. And the things that were happening on that day were, it was the morning after Trump's State of the Union address delivered the night before. And so the headlines were, you know, Trump had called for unity, saying there has never been a better time to start living the American dream, addressing a deeply divided Congress. And he laid out a 4-pillar immigration plan focused partly on a path to citizenship for dreamers. In the speech, Trump also announced he'd signed an executive order, one of, 10 million now, keeping Guantanamo Bay military prison open and escalated warmongering rhetoric against North Korea. Now, North Korea is back in the picture, right? Because he's siding with North Korea over South Korea, calling its government depraved. He entered the address with the lowest approval rating of any president in modern U.S. history, entering a second year in office. Representative Joe Kennedy III delivered the Democratic response, calling Trump's first-year record a rebuke of the idea that everyone is equal and counts in the eyes of the law. Markets were shaky. The Dow dropped as much as 400 points that Tuesday, closing down 362 points, 1.4%, capping a 2-day 540-point sell-off, with healthcare stocks leading the decline after Amazon, JP Morgan Chase, and Berkshire Hathaway announced a partnership to form a new healthcare company. The Senate confirmed Jerome Powell as Federal Reserve Chairman, 84-13. A major winter storm hit the East Coast with up to 18 inches of snow forecast between the Carolinas and Maine, with deaths reported in North Carolina and Philadelphia. Also swirling in D.C., early buzz over the Nunes memo, which Republicans were pushing as a way to cast doubt on the Russian investigation. So all of these things are coming back up. Jupiter is the planet of law and order, of justice. And so Jupiter ruling the eclipse from January 31st, 2011, also ruling the midheaven. So it's a Pisces rising. And again, the 6 degrees Pisces is interesting. And so this is the opening trine coming up on August 31st. The eclipse is at 11 Leo, a full moon eclipse, 11 Leo. And now this morning was the moon trine Jupiter at 11 Leo. So the moon is getting a message from Jupiter. Jupiter could be saying, hey, remember that lunar eclipse that happened back in 2018? And these were the things that were going on. I want you to go tell Saturn about this.